Welcome.
To the latest edition of the Empty Heads podcast. We're back from a hiatus that was completely unintentional.
Yeah, every time we were like, hey,
Literally
let's
every
record,
time.
we just get distracted and play like video games.
We're
or
also
something.
busy.
Yeah, Garrett works. I have school. I had 2 midterms this week, so like we have things. No excuse.
I think it's been like 3 weeks since we recorded with Sean, by the way. Most listened episode, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why people like that guy so much.
Yeah, it's the episode where we got real, you know.
Yeah,
we get into the real, the thick of it. And
the
I'm
nitty-gritty
surprised
of it.
that was the episode. I think maybe Sean got his friends to listen into.
Oh yeah. See, we don't have any of those.
No, we don't.
So it's difficult.
And the ones that we do, they just hate our guts, you know. But that's fine because we love them.
So what I don't know. What's new with you? Just working?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the new PC.
That's right.
Since we last recorded, the new PC has been built.
Yeah.
It's quite a glorious beast. It's just missing one key updated part. I have the part, you know, but the new part is consistently out of stock and unavailable, which is a graphics card. And the 3080 Founders Edition is the one I want, and that's, I think, the one that's being bought the most.
Yeah,
because there's 3090s in stock, but you know, one of them that wasn't Founders Edition and was like an Asus one or something was $1,000 more than the Founders Edition. And you know, if the 3090 was in stock Founders Edition, I'd be tempted to buy it, just because it's, you know, it's in stock.
Yeah.
But since it's like $1,000 more, then no. Like if I bought the 3090, fuck, it would have brought my build from like, I don't know, $1,500 to $3,000, which is kind of crazy. That part alone is.
You really don't need.
You don't, but it would future-proof
cool.
the fuck out of my computer.
Oh yeah, for years on end.
Mm-hmm.
I would also have a new computer, or at least like new parts, but my motherboard that I bought came in dead. So
my first motherboard.
Garrett's first motherboard also came in dead, but you got your new one fairly quickly. I should have done what you did and just went
literally
to
like
Micro
2
Center.
days later. Yeah, Micro Center. Go to Micro Center.
Yeah, I want to see if they sponsor this, but I went to Newegg. Fuck Newegg. I initially bought my motherboard from Newegg, and then they were like, okay, return it, and then we'll send you a new one. It's been like a week and a half, and they haven't even told me that they received it, but I know that they received it because on UPS it says that they received it. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know, their service is like very slow.
Have you called or emailed?
Yeah, and they're just like, oh yeah, just wait some more, and it's like, okay, well.
Speaking of that, literally today, I got my refund from B&H for my first motherboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I returned another thing to Newegg like 2 weeks ago, and they just today said they were issuing the refund, and it's going to take another few days to go through because, you know, like the bank or whatever.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, I mean, my current computer still works, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. What you've been watching?
So a pro tip for those listening is always check if stuff is in stock on Micro Center if you're ever thinking about building a PC.
If you live near a Micro Center.
If you live near a Micro Center. For us, I mean, they're far away, but like relatively close enough to where it's not a hassle. They're all the way.
I think there's only one in California.
Yeah, in Tustin, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like a 40-minute drive from us. Thank God it's not like in NorCal or something like that.
Because
they had. So originally I had I
don't think
the original motherboard I had picked out was out of stock everywhere. So I bought one that would support the same chipset as my processor.
Yeah. What's nice about the AMD processors is that the chipset support for motherboards is like a lot of them support the new ones, unlike Intel where you have to get a new motherboard every time you get a new processor.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to, you know, So it was out of stock everywhere. Bought a replacement motherboard that was still relatively nice, I guess, but MSI apparently doesn't make good products. So
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like sometimes people are like, "Oh, MSI makes good products," but it depends. I guess they make good like graphics cards or whatever,
Yeah.
but not motherboards.
yeah.
Um,
So it
But
showed
yeah.
up. It showed up dead. I had to return it. We were like praying that it wasn't the CPU, which it wasn't. It was a long shot that it would be the CPU, but you know, you never know. And then we checked if it was in stock in Micro Center and bought it like 2 days later. And built it. And it's
you
beautiful.
love to see it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful PC.
Too
But
bad
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking destroy it.
So,
Hack your
Wonder Woman.
computer. Wonder
How
Woman.
was, that for you? I mean, that was weeks ago, but how was that for you? Months ago at this point. It's February.
It was. I mean, like, the first one was better. It was better. It wasn't as good as the first one, and like, there were so many elements that they built up on, but like, just didn't really do anything with. I guess.
Yeah.
And they sort of. I think they took like shortcuts. Okay, spoilers for Wonder Woman 84, obviously. I think Pedro Pascal was like almost really good.
I thought it was really good.
Like his performance was great, but the writing was no good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the thing with his son was like so lazily done, where it's like, "I love you, my boy," and it's like he could have done a better job of dealing with the kid or whatever, or like not had that at all. I feel like that was such a lame way to like, you know, the villain realizes that he's messing up because, you know, his son. They could have done a better job with that. I think they could have used the golden suit more.
Yeah, I agree.
And they did the same mistake of showing too much in the trailers. Because in the trailer, they showed her, like, lassoing on the lightning, and, like, that was awesome. And I just assumed, like, okay, if they're going to show that, then there's probably, like, an amazing scene in the movie, like, right after that or whatever. Or she does another crazy thing with lightning. But she didn't. So it was just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
kind of
Like,
a lame fight scene as well.
with, what's her name? Cheetah?
Yeah, Cheetah.
Jaguar? I don't know.
I'd say overall it was like a 2.5 to a 3 for me. Out of
Yeah,
5.
probably.
I get that. Like, I'm not familiar with the Chris Reeves Superman movie, but that's where they were taking their inspiration from, and that's what they were like alluding to a lot with like the overall tone of the movie. But it's just I didn't like completely vibe with it. I thought it was okay. Overall.
Yeah.
There's
It's
things.
a shame because the first one was so good.
Yeah, there are things to like and definitely things to dislike. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, hopefully the next DC movie is good. What, James Gunn Suicide Squad? Is that what's next?
I believe so. Yeah, or no,
And,
Justice League, but
Justice League, that's right. Well, now that's no longer 4-hour long things. It's one 4-hour long. Okay, that came out wrong. It's not 4 parts that are each an hour long. It's now one
4-hour
long
cut.
4-hour long cut, which is like way too long. I think
You just have to watch it like either in one
bits.
sitting or just in bits, like two
Yeah.
halves or something like that. But yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see. WandaVision is out, but you've only seen the first episode.
Only seen the
so-
first episode. The first episode, I liked that. You know, it was that they were just going for the sitcom thing. Very,
Yeah, the I Love
very
Lucy
funny.
type.
yeah. But yeah, I haven't continued past that. But sorry. I thought it was very interesting what was like being set up, because you know, if you watch the first episode, you really have no idea what's being set up,
Right. I mean,
like at all.
yeah. And I've watched up to the 3rd episode, and they do a great job. Too bad we can't discuss next week. You better watch them by next week, and we could talk, or next time we record.
Yeah, next time
But-
we record. Yeah.
It's good stuff. I'd recommend it if you like the MCU stuff. I'd recommend you watch that.
Yeah, no,
You probably are anyways.
I'm definitely gonna continue. It's just like
So
started
many
watching
things.
Vikings, which I had already.
Oh, is that good?
Oh yeah, it's very good. But like I had seen up to season 3 and then I stopped watching, so I just decided to do a complete rewatch. 'Cause season 3 was years ago. Like I remember
Right,
watching
okay.
it then, and then I like stopped for some reason. I don't know why, but it's good as it was when I first watched it, which was like really excellent. It's a very good TV show, very well made, very well written, everything,
Yeah.
acting.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's great. So highly recommend. It's really just, it's amazing, honestly.
I've been rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm because I was like, I want something funny to watch, and I absolutely love that show. So I've watched up to like the 5th season now, and there's 10 seasons, but like, and the 11th one is coming out this year, I think. It's such a good show, like probably like one of my favorite comedy shows just ever. And then also the Matt Groening show, Disenchantment.
Yeah.
The 3rd season came out. I didn't even know that they were like that was coming out anytime soon. And then I watched the whole thing. It was good, it's like Futurama type humor.
Well, I heard when it first came out, the first season was very good.
I liked it. I don't know why people didn't like it. I guess because they were expecting like some super amazing thing, but it was just like, like slight Futurama humor, and like, they weren't really ham-fisting it as much as they usually do. But I like it. God, it is so warm in my room. If I open the windows, all the noise from outside will ruin this podcast. So
Yeah.
it's a sweaty episode.
I mean, you already ruined the podcast just by being here, but
Yep.
I always tell you, you can come in at any time. Mr. Replacement, I like to call him. That's how I have him in my contacts.
Mr. Replacement.
Yeah, Mr. Replacement. He's a professional, will get the job done.
Yeah. No lollygagging on his
But
watch.
in other exciting news, this is like basically old news at this point, because anything older than a week is like old news in terms of like, movies and shit. But
Right.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh,
trailer.
yeah.
Monkey versus Lizard.
Who do you think's going to win?
I think they're setting it up that Kong is going to win. But I'm going to be rooting for my boy Godzilla.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking theories and stuff. People are saying that Mecha Godzilla is gonna pull up, and then they're just gonna team up against him. Or
Yeah, I could see that too.
some people are saying that it's like a different, because like in some instances of Godzilla, in some universes of Godzilla, it's like different Godzillas are around. So like the one that's fighting King Kong is like not the real one, and the real one's just taking a nap or something.
Yeah. I watched that Mr. Sunday Movies video.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I could see that too. Because I mean, like when they're fighting on the like aircraft carrier, it's like very clear that he's like smaller than he's supposed to be. So it could just be like a different one of Godzilla's species. Like who knows? Or it's Mecha Godzilla. But
Yeah, Monarch built a cyber Godzilla, and then they lost control of it.
well, yeah, I mean,
or
there's
whatever.
like the screen in the background. Of
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
It's like it's probably him. I wouldn't doubt it.
And he's
yeah.
killing fools.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I
I
don't go for a perfect story or anything like that. I go to see big things fight each other.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it is really just about the big kaiju's duking it out.
Yeah,
rather than,
Paperboy
like-
is in it.
Paperboy is in it, yeah. Rather than the human element. I don't give a fuck about the human element. Like,
Yeah.
what's her name? Millie Bobby Brown? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Millie Bobber Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobbert Brown.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty tight.
Pretty slick watching
Pretty,
those
pretty
those,
slick.
those big boys punching each other,
Yeah.
shooting lasers. King Kong gets like a big axe. It was in the trailer. He had like an axe that was made of one of Godzilla's scales. So like he
Yeah,
absorbed the big blast, and he was like Thor. That's good stuff. I like that they're being creative with how it goes.
Yeah. I agree.
It'd be cool if in the middle of that movie there'd just be like it cut to like the original King Kong versus Godzilla from like the 70s.
That would be good. Or it's like playing on a TV somewhere.
Yeah, like someone watching it. I think that'd be really funny.
A nice
but
little
yeah.
meta joke.
Exciting stuff.
I need to rewatch Kong Skull Island in preparation because I've already.
I
seen
actually
the
still
other.
haven't seen that yet.
You need to watch it. It's pretty good. But
yeah.
the other two Godzilla movies I've seen enough. Actually, I could watch King of the Monsters again. I've only seen that once, but I've seen the first Godzilla enough.
I've seen the first one twice, and I've seen King of Monsters once. They're good movies. I like the
decent.
first one better in some aspects. It's just in King of Monsters there's more like shit. Sorry about the noise. In King of Monsters there's more big kaiju fighting, which makes it better in other ways.
Yeah. Agreed.
Gotta love big monster movies.
How about that Resident Evil game? Am I right?
Oh my god.
Got the internet going crazy.
Everyone is horn dogged up because of the big vampire woman.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It's a good meme.
Yeah, it's a pretty good meme. Game's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean they do a good job with the Resident Evil games. That's all Capcom does nowadays is Resident Evil and like gambling machines in Japan.
Yeah.
So,
I bought the remake of 2 and 3 when they were on sale, so I'll probably play those at some point. And then I'll probably get 7 because that was supposed to be really good, but it's also spooky.
I've heard all those are pretty good. Oh, sorry. I've mostly played through Red Dead 2. I'm almost done, I think. I'm on chapter 6. I think I'm like.
That's pretty much towards the end, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I won't spoil it, but it's good stuff. I like how it's going. I like what they did with Arthur's character arc for the most part.
Yeah.
I guess now, okay, so there's like, it's like you do good deeds or whatever, and there's like the little meter. Does the story change at all based on like whether or not you're a good guy?
The ending can differ based on your status there.
Okay. I'm actually definitely going to get the good guy ending because I'm like 100% on the good guy side or whatever.
That's what I did.
Maybe I'll play again and just be an asshole and just kill everyone I see.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, and then I didn't do it.
We've just been playing a lot of Counter-Strike, as we have been doing. That it's fun, but it's also just torture.
Yeah, for you at least.
What?
It tortures you to like your soul. I just have fun playing it.
I mean,
don't
I
think
just
you
get
have
angry.
Any fun. Yeah.
No, I have so much fun, but I get so angry because of the there's so much bullshit to
For
it.
those unaware, it ends the same way every night. Raymond basically rage quits.
What?
Just completely.
That's
angry.
not true.
It's like,
Most of this week, we've been winning our games, and then it's like, okay, I'm tired. See you guys later. It was just last night in which I got super angry because I kept dying in the most horseshit ways. But that's because we were queued with I forgot who, but their elo is like super high. So we're playing against people that are like actually better than us. So like I can't really do anything about that.
yeah.
I just have to get good, which I think I've gotten a little better than I was like a few weeks ago. But yeah,
That's good.
gotta love video games. How's I don't know. How's work?
It's work. There's no other way to describe it. Just making that money.
Yeah. Getting that bread,
Getting that bread.
that pizza dough.
Grinding, as they say. And started investing in the stock market.
Yes, we both jumped on the hype train.
I did not. I didn't.
Oh, did you not buy GME at all?
No, I bought a little bit of AMC, but I did not buy any GME. Or
You know what, man?
Or BlackBerry, or Nokia, or Naked. None of that. I just bought AMC because
You should be glad you didn't buy Naked or BlackBerry.
Well, yeah.
I'm losing money on that.
But like, you know, I think AMC is actually a smart long-term hold. But
Yeah. Okay. See, the thing is I barely put any money in, so like I don't really care. But I sold GameStop when it was at like 150, because I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna go any higher. And then like literally the next day, it was at like 400, and I was gonna kill myself. Like it was just so much pain.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's the
that'll
stock
happen.
market for you. At the end of the day, it's all made up. Like,
Yeah, it's all
stupid.
It's all fake, bro.
It's all just a social construct that matters for whatever reason now.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's too ingrained in our society to just remove. But we could fix it.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
also
not.
bought some fractional Alibaba and some Afria shares, which is like a cannabis company,
Whoa.
and some Dogecoin because it's really cheap and it's fun to mess around with.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the crypto yet.
I'm just, if Elon keeps tweeting about Doge, then that'd be awesome because then I could profit a little bit.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be.
He
It would be
keeps-
hilarious if Doge somehow got to $1. But
That would be ridiculous.
That probably won't happen. But it'd be hilarious if it did. But yeah, and
We'll
then
just have to wait and see.
yeah, a lot of interesting stuff that I don't, completely fully understand went down, in the stock market. But yeah. After it all happened, I was like, you know what? Now that I have money, I ought to start investing and thinking long term at least.
Right. Yeah. I learned a lot about the stock market in the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and
I wanna-
it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, I want to start continuing to learn more and then put some money into mutual funds so that way I can, look forward to retirement or whatever.
Yeah, retirement in like
Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got an email from Newegg that says we successfully received your returned item to our warehouse, but they received it like a week and a half ago, and they even told me that they received it a week and a half. What the fuck is it? Okay, sorry about that. Just fucking annoying ass companies.
The ramblings of a madman.
Yeah, that's usually my shtick. I guess school has been all right. It's already the end of week 5, which is like this quarter is just shooting by. I'm absolutely sick of online school though, and just school in general. I don't know if I've voiced my complaints about the education system on the podcast, but the idea that we have to dedicate a bunch of random shit to memory, despite the fact that I will always be able to just look it up, really makes no sense.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm with you there, pal.
But I'll be done in a year or so, 2 years, 3 years actually. Fuck. But then, I'll just sit around and be a code monkey. That'd be
Code
fun.
monkey, yeah.
Code monkey. Love monkeys.
But yeah, stock market is certainly something that's very interesting because as like a small time trader, you can potentially make a lot of money on it.
Right, yeah. There's
Like
a lot
usually
of potential.
usually the little guy gets fucked over, but seeing like some of the people's portfolios on like WSB like pre GameStop where they're just like making a ton of money. Like
Yeah.
you
That's
could
good
set
stuff.
you could set yourself up.
I mean, yeah, people are like
by
millionaires
doing
now
it
because
smart.
of what happened.
Yeah.
WSB is Wall Street Bets, by the way. It's a subreddit for Wall Street people.
I'm sure most people know what it is by now after the whole GameStop thing.
Probably. Yeah, it's just so crazy because like I'd always seen that subreddit and it was like it was a community of like maybe 1 million subs, which is like the standard for like big subreddits. But now it's at like 6 million people because of what happened, and like random people that have never used Reddit before are now using it or are now on it. And it's just funny. And there's also like a lot of bots and stuff just for like companies to like monitor what's going on. It's really funny how the rich realize that the poor are getting rich, and that they needed to clamp down on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love capitalism.
I mean, I do. I'm a real libertarian, as they say.
You're a
that's
real
that's
American.
not true, by the way.
Garrett's a gun-loving libertarian.
Yeah. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me
Let him
do
be.
me. Well, I have complete, just no remorse for anybody else in society.
Yeah. Because that's not what's important.
What's important is me.
Yeah, only the individual is important. Society doesn't need anyone.
No.
We don't need society.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, no. Anyways, I don't know. Life's just, again, boring.
Life is
quarantine.
usually just happening these days.
Yeah, anything that happens, you just kind of shrug it off. And
Yeah.
like, oh yeah. It's politics have been less annoying in some regard.
Yeah.
That's about as political as I'm willing to get right now.
Let's not get political. I mean,
Let's not get political.
I don't-
It's just like slightly less of like a static noise that just is constantly
there,
being
yeah.
beamed at you. Now it's just sort of like every once in a while there's a blip here and there.
yeah, it's certainly a relief not to go on Reddit and see something new every day about what the
That's
president did or
yeah.
said. Now it's
That's
just perfectly quiet. Aside from
quiet.
the GOP becoming a cult, but yeah,
Not to get political.
not to get political.
No, not at all.
That's as far as I'll go. That's me personally. That's as far as I'll go.
There's a whole lot going on in the rest of the world. Like there's a coup in Myanmar.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Military seized power. Russia is being mean to us, and Biden's like, we're not backing down. We're not
We're
going to roll
being mean
over.
right back.
Yeah. So we're showing them who's boss. And then, I think there's always stuff going on. Israel, they have a vaccine.
Yeah,
They got the vaccine. Our good friend who lives in Israel right now. It's
got his vaccine.
all vaccinated and whatnot.
Yeah, the smaller countries are doing a better job of rolling it out, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Russia claims that they have their own vaccine that's 91% effective,
That's
but
probably
no
bullshit.
one trusts them, which is so funny. It's like that's just so interesting how that's
It's
always
such a
been the case.
Russia thing to.
Yeah,
Such
like,
a
oh,
Russia
we've got-
North Korea thing to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a vaccine. You wouldn't know her. She goes to another school.
yeah. And Johnson and Johnson says that their vaccine is 1 dose instead of 2, and it's like 70% effective. And it's like, I'd rather just take the 2 doses for a 95% effective thing than risk that 30%. But I can't get it anyways, at least not yet.
Yeah. Oh, so there's a vaccine that needs 2 doses, and then there's one that just is 1, but it has a less successful
Yeah.
rate
Well,
of whatever.
The two main vaccines, the Pfizer and the Moderna ones, are both like 90+% effective, but they're both 2 doses that you have to take like 20 days apart.
That's fine, bro.
And the Pfizer one has to be kept really cold though. Like sub-zero cold.
Yeah.
Which I guess they're doing a good job of, but a lot of doses are being wasted in certain parts of America. But I think Joe Joe's got it covered. He's
Yeah, good old
fixing
Joe.
up the distribution of the vaccine.
I really want my vaccine just so I can go to the movies, man. That's what I miss the most.
You think like
Being
once
able to, like, catch a picture show at the old movie theater.
at the old cinema, oh shit.
Yeah.
You think like once most people get the vaccine, like you'll have to like if you go somewhere, you have to show your little card like, hey, I'm vaccinated, and they let you in.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a shame that a lot of people exist that don't believe in the vaccine. But
Yeah.
that's what is that called?
Anti-vax, what?
No. When God, it's like natural. It's like an evolution thing. Whatever. When natural selection, there you go. That's what it's called. You know, nature will just weed them out. Let's say, let's put it like that.
Yeah, natural selection.
They'll just if they don't get the vaccine, then they'll have to deal with the virus themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am looking forward to the day in which this whole thing is a thing of the past, and we look back and we go, hey, remember when the world was just not working for a while?
Yeah. I also want it so I can get my video card because they'll be back in stock,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fucking COVID has really messed up, like, supply lines and shit, so that's why I can never find them in stock. But, yeah. At this point, just have to wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait and see.
Just wait and see. And do your thing for the time being.
I mean, it's just it's really annoying that for whatever reason people are super into computer parts now, but not for using them properly.
Just to scalp them.
Yeah, just to scalp them, and it's like, don't be assholes. Why you gotta do that?
They're just trying to make a profit,
Yeah, it's just a quick buck.
Real morally bankrupt bastards preying on the, what's the word,
The poor saps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a shame that those scalpers exist. Same thing with like the PlayStation and the Xbox, but those roll out from the factory a lot faster than the graphics cards and stuff do, just because Sony and Microsoft are significantly larger companies than Nvidia or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that's our life.
Pretty much, yeah.
Up to this point, just sitting around, waiting around, and working. The big football game is this weekend. Are you?
I won't
excited?
be able to watch, so I'm not really excited. My team
And I mean,
my team
yeah,
lost
they're not
in the
really your
second
team,
round,
so.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know me, I
that'll,
love my football teams.
Yeah, I
No.
know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could watch because it's always fun to watch every year, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I used to always get, back before BC, before COVID, I used to always get invited to like Super Bowl parties, but like I'd never know who was playing or what was going on. So I'd just sit there and pretend to give a shit and then just, eat the wings or whatever. It was always such an awkward experience for me.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a big day for me on Sunday, though. I'll probably make
lots
a
of
lot of
pizza
money.
delivery. I'm planning on doing some DoorDash.
Yeah. No, it's certainly annoying, though, because of, Christmas Day, because people just, decided that they weren't going to cook because of COVID. It was just, pretty horrible, you know.
Right, yeah. Massive influx of orders.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl is usually like a massive influx of orders anyways.
Yeah, people are gonna have parties anyway, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's going to be a huge spike in cases because dumbass idiots are going to have dumbass parties. And they're going to get sick and, ooh, I got sick. It's like, well, you should have fucking listened to Dr. Fauci. That guy's cool.
It's pretty cool.
He's a cool doctor. But we're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to wait and see who wins the big game. What is it? It's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers?
Yep. You got it.
Okay. Who do you think's going to win, Garrett? You know more about football than I do.
You know what? I'd say if you were to place a bet, you'd probably bet on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, like, it's anybody's game. You know, I'll be rooting for the Buccaneers. I'm already kind of tired of the Chiefs being good. You know, I don't want them winning back-to-back Super Bowls and stuff like that, and then, you know, getting big-headed.
And also Tom Brady.
I'm not necessarily rooting for Brady, but
No, that's what I'm saying. That you don't like Tom Brady.
I don't.
Isn't he on the
but-
Chiefs?
No, he's on the Buccaneers.
What? I thought he was on the Chiefs.
No.
Oh no, this changes everything. God, that's such a noob statement. God,
That was a noob statement. I won't lie. But
I'm gonna have to redact that. No, I won't.
But yeah, you know, like the annoying thing about the Chiefs being good now is that people are all of a sudden Chiefs fans. So it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot better if they lost.
That's always the case. Whenever there's a winning team, everyone is just like, you know, they just join the winning side. It's like when the Cavs were the big team. Everyone was a Cavs fan. Same thing with the Warriors.
You just see hats,
Yeah,
Cavaliers hats all of a sudden, and we live in fucking California,
Los Angeles, yeah.
nowhere near Cleveland. And like, why would you be a fan of a Cleveland-based team anyways, unless you were from like Ohio or whatever?
Yeah,
So-
it's a good thing the Lakers are the top dogs now.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing quite well for themselves, but I haven't been
They are.
watching, so.
No, I mean I just checked the scores and the stats of each player or whatever.
Yeah.
It's good stuff though. It's nice that the NBA is still going. What I don't like though is they are allowing some in-person spectators, which sets a bad precedent, especially considering that the NBA set a really good precedent for the bubble the first time around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're doing an all-star game, which people think is a bad idea because getting all those players together, someone is bound to break the rules, especially because they're not doing a bubble thing again. They're just kind of, you know, allowing them to roam a bit.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. I'd hate to get like a notification like LeBron James is out because he got COVID, or James Harden, whoever the hell.
Yeah. No,
That
I'm
would
with
be
you
a
there.
shame.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, it's just another one of those podcasts where it's like, you know, what's going on?
Sad. Not sad. Boring.
Boring state of affairs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sorry for not having exciting things to talk about like we did last week.
Last week?
Or not. I mean, last episode. It came out like a week and a half ago. They won't know. Maybe we'll get Sean on again this time. Again, not this time. Next time. You know, the fans seem to enjoy him.
Yeah. Who knows?
I started playing. Him and I downloaded, or he's had it, but the Super Smash Brothers Melee emulator on our computers, and we could play with each other online, and it's fun. But that game is like extremely technical and complicated compared to like the newer Smash. That's also something I've been doing, just trying to like learn and get better at that game. But it's very difficult.
Yeah. Do you hear about Christopher Blummer died?
I did.
It's pretty sad.
Pretty sad. A lot of people
91.
died.
He was a graybeard.
Yeah, he was Angier.
Yeah.
And then the woman who voiced Tree Trunks on Adventure Time, she also passed away.
Yeah. I'm unfamiliar with Tree Trunks.
The little green elephant
Oh.
that was like an old lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
It is.
But they lived long and happy lives. So
Yeah,
you know.
good for them. What's crazy is
them.
like 2 years ago, I was seeing Christopher Plummer in Knives Out.
Yeah, he was good in Knives Out.
He was.
Man. So many people. I mean, Larry King
Larry King died. Oh yeah.
died of COVID.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry, I wish. That's cruel. I don't wish death upon Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah. What did he do to you?
He's a funny guy. That's not his line. What's his line? I don't even remember. I don't care. He's not a good comedian, but I don't wish death upon him.
I'm Tomater. That's his line.
Yeah, that's his line. He is Tomater. I forgot. God damn it. What even goes on anymore? There's a whole bunch of movies that are gonna come out on HBO Max that like no one knew was gonna come out on HBO Max because of Warner Brothers just like secretly putting that in the contract or whatever.
Yeah.
We gotta love that. We gotta love breach of contract.
Absolutely.
Christopher Nolan says he's probably gonna stop working with them, which is huge. Because, he's always worked with them. So we'll just see. Maybe he starts working with a different production company, like Paramount.
Yeah,
'Cause
whoever.
Warner Brothers-
I mean, he's basically gonna get a blank check from
of
whoever he
course.
decides to go with.
Everyone loves his movies. I
he'll-
still need to watch Tenet.
He'll keep making. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
He'll keep making whatever he wants, which is good for me because I'm a big fan. Big fan of his
Isn't he your
work.
favorite director?
One of, for sure, one of.
I don't know too much about directors to really have a favorite. I like him. I like, I don't know. Is it a bad thing to say that I like George Lucas as a director?
Yeah, I guess, because he's not a very good director.
No, he's no good. The original Star Wars trilogy, they're good, but
Not all directed by him either.
yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what though? Speaking of Star Wars, they're making an Indiana Jones video game. I'm excited for that. I wonder because it's gonna be made by the people that make the Wolfenstein games, for Bethesda.
Yeah, it'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Bethesda, also the founder of Bethesda died.
Yeah, he did die.
That's God. What so many people died just today. That's so sad. Oh, well, I mean that's usually the case.
Yeah.
What a depressing episode. Just talking about people dying.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We have nothing else to talk about.
Well, I mean, we watched Vampire's Kiss yesterday, an early Nicolas Cage film
From '88.
Yeah, 1988. It was certainly an interesting movie. Pretty good performance from the Nickster. He also made a lot of strange choices, to say the least, in how he portrayed his character. But I thought it was really good, especially when you start to basically realize what's going on with him.
Mm-hmm. He's just if you've ever seen the Nick Cage old meme where he's making that face where his eyes are back, he's he says you don't say or whatever.
Yeah,
that's from that movie.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to know what that's from, I enjoyed the movie. It was a funny movie. Definitely stranger than I thought it'd be. But a good time if you want to watch a weird
Nick Cage movie.
80s romp.
Yeah. It was certainly enjoyable, though. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely.
I hear you clicking.
Yes, I'm looking things up.
Looking things up, are we?
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. Just sitting on my computer Googling things. That's all I do with my life. Is Google.
It's Google.
It's Google. I Google things.
Yeah, Google.
God, what a sad, boring time. It is. I'm like sweating in here. Okay. I think
Think we'll call it?
I think we'll call it. Thanks for listening. Sorry for the lack of topics.
Thanks for joining us this week, guys. Sorry for the
The
long
delay.
time in between episodes and whatnot, but we'll try and stay on this, but at the same time, like these days there's not a whole lot to talk about, so
Yeah, it'd be a waste of your time to just release episodes in which we talk about nothing for 30 minutes or 50
whatever.
minutes.
Yeah. But
Well, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
yeah.
And
See y'all
have a good weekend. Have a good day.
in the next one. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.